my friends, who's a guy, was talking to me. He was like, yeah, I really don't like going and asking women for their numbers because they're always so mean. And I like didn't believe him. I was like, what? No, like they would never do that. Like women are so nice. Like what are you talking about? Like that would never happen. And then I remember like a few weeks ago, my friend was laughing about the fact that she had like yelled at a guy to go away when he asked for her number. Like if we want to fix our like dating culture and our culture around like men and stuff, women have to lock in. Like we women have to lock in and like be nice.
She needed a front row seat to her own friend's behavior before she believed it. The men weren't making it up. They just didn't have a camera crew to document it. And if you think that's an isolated case, wait until you see the actual numbers on how young women feel about men right now.
Under 25 women, it's just 35% of young women who have a favourable view of men. And if you go into very favourable, it's just 11% of under 25 women. So we are looking at an environment where young women feel a lot more negatively towards young men than the other way around.
35% favorable. Think about what that number actually means. Walk into any room of young women, and statistically, 2 out of 3 of them are not rooting for you before you even open your mouth. And yet men are still the ones being told they have all the power. Speaking of that, the next clip breaks down exactly what that so-called privilege actually looks like on paper.
So society tells men they're privileged, right? Like the world is rigged for them. But then you look at the stats and it's like 93% of workplace deaths, men. 80% of homeless people, men. 75% of suicides, also men. And I'm sitting here like, if that's privilege, that's a crazy trade-off.
93% of workplace deaths, 80% of the homeless population, 75% of suicides. If that's what privilege looks like, it's the worst deal in the history of deals. So when women announce they're done with men entirely, you'd think that would be devastating news. Watch how that actually plays out.
I love how women are saying like, I'm not going to date men, I'm not going to marry men. And I'm sure all the men are like, yay, you're not going to get half of my property and half my assets. And I'm not going to have to pay towards children that I fucking helped conceive, even though you cheated and left. Oh no, you don't want to marry me and take all my stuff? Oh no.
Women announced a dating strike and accidentally described the best financial outcome men could ask for. The boycott is doing more for men than any movement has. But it gets better because some women aren't stopping at a boycott. They're building whole content careers out of finding creative ways to make men feel invisible. That's next.
Okay, so I just saw this video about like microfeminism, and it's this girl and she's doing an entire series essentially on ways to irritate men. For example, one thing that she gave was to walk into the room and say, "Hi ladies and children of ladies," because not acknowledging the male gender is just so creative and such a irritating day. There's not a woman on this earth who centers men, as they so like to talk about, more than professional man haters. Because what do you mean? You are doing an entire series on little quips to annoy men.
She built a whole content calendar around annoying men and then wonders why men feel unwelcome. That's not feminism. That's a personal problem with a ring light, but not every woman is buying into it. The next one says exactly what a lot of people are thinking, but won't say out loud.
I'm so anti the I hate men culture. I hate it. I think it's garbage. I think, I truly do. I think that that's so dumb to hate men or to think that men are dangerous or to think that men are aggressive and misogynistic or whatever. Are there people like that? Yes. Are there awful women? Yes. You can't just sum up an entire gender based off of like a few experiences.
When even women are calling the man-hating culture garbage, it's not a fringe opinion anymore. It just took this long for someone to say it without immediately walking it back. And on that note, the last clip is the one that actually surprised me most.
We really need more men teachers. We do. Like, the kids, especially the young gentlemen, like, they need to see that. It's just only so much that I can teach them and, like, do as a woman teacher. Men in education, thank y'all, because I know that it is not an easy job, but we need y'all. So thank you for staying. And if you're considering it, please, because we need y'all.
A woman standing in front of a classroom saying we need men, specifically proud men, is the most honest thing said in education in years. The kids already know it, she's just catching up.